Um, okay, let's try again. Hello, Jackie, how are you?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm getting cold. It looks like it's going to rain outside again. Did you? I see last night there was lots of rain. It was nice. So, how was your day?
It's good.
What did you do today so far?
I'm reading book.
Did you read a book? Okay, what book did you read?
I read comic book.
Okay, and what was the story about?
The story about Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Okay, that sounds interesting. Tell your sister to leave you alone. You are in class. Okay, so let's start with the lesson. It's only going to be you today, so we're doing lesson 6. And today's story's name is What's in That Hole? So let's quickly look. Let's look at the picture. It says here, where can you see a bird's nest? And why do you think the birds built their nest there? So where do you normally see a bird's nest? On the ground or in the trees? Where do you see the trees?
It's here on the tree.
Yes, they normally make their nest in a tree. And why do you think that they make the nest in the tree and not on the ground? Why?
Because they want to build house in the sky. Build house in the
In this, in,
tall lake.
in the tree. Because do you think if they built their house or their nest on the ground, do you think it's safe, or do you think it's safe to be in the air?
Yeah.
So do you think it's better if the house is in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there we can see it's up in the trees, and that is a nest, and birds, they fly around and they make a nest out of trees, bark and flowers and wood. They make a nest, and then the baby bird sleeps in there, and then when they are ready they will climb out and then they will fly. So that is one, what's in the hole. And then this is the second one. They can also make their house inside a tree, so then they can stay inside this tree. So I think when it rains or when it's cold, it's going to be nice to have a house inside the tree. Where this picture, if it's cold and rainy, they are going to get wet and they're going to be very cold. So, okay, so let's start with the lesson. Let's see. Okay, so on the picture, what can you see on this picture here?
I see a rabbit.
Yes.
Squirrel.
Squirrel, yes.
And a bird.
Yes, it is. It looks like a little squirrel. Yes, they stay inside the trees, or birds, and that is eggs. That looks like a bird's eggs, and that is the bird, the mom bird with the babies. And then on this side, you can also see. What do you see here? What do you see on this picture, Jackie?
I see a rabbit.
Yes, there's also a rabbit there. And what is this inside the hole?
It is a bear.
Yes, also bears, when they hibernate, that is when they sleep, they go under the ground and they sleep the whole winter, because they only like it when it's hot outside, summer. So when it's winter, they go inside the ground, they sleep, and then when it's summer, they wake up and then they come out again. Okay, so let's start with the story. Do you want to read for me, please? Okay, Jackie, can you read?
Build their home. Animal like to live in places can keep them safe and warm. Up high and underground are places animal like to call house. Squirrel live in the hole in trees. They stay warm inside with a bed and nuts to eat. Birds make nest in the tops of trees, so high up their eggs are safe from animals.
Good, okay, I'm going to read it again for you, then you can follow. So it says here, where do animals like to build their homes? And remember, when there's a question mark, you must speak like this and then go up. So it's, where do animals like to build their homes? Animals like to live in places that keep them safe and warm. Up high and underground are places animals like to call home. Squirrels live in the holes in the trees. So that is a squirrel, and they live in a hole in the tree. They stay warm inside with a bed and nuts to eat. Birds make nests in the tops of the trees. So high up, their eggs are safe from other animals. So there's the eggs high up in the tree, and there's the mom bird and the eggs, because other animals like snakes and other big birds like an eagle, they like to eat eggs. So if the eggs are high up in the tree, then the eggs are safe. Okay. So let's go to the next page. Okay, I'll read for you and then you can read. So, rabbits make large burrows under the ground. Often, more than one rabbit family lives together. Bears dig cozy homes, just big enough for themselves. Underground, homes are safe from dangerous animals and the weather. Those are just a few places you can find animal homes. What are some places you can think of? So basically, it says rabbits also live together as a family. And also the bear, they make a house for themselves under the ground and just big enough for them to fit. Only a small house. And can you think of other places where animals can stay or make a home? What are some other places you can think of? So we've spoken about trees. We've spoken about trees high up in the trees, inside the tree, under the ground. Where else do you think animals can stay?
The animal?
Yeah, where can they make homes?
Me or the animals?
All the animals. So basically, what I'm trying to ask is, so we've spoken about the birds, they make a house in a tree, the squirrels live inside the tree, the bear live under the ground. So think about mice. Where do mice stay? They stay inside your house.
No, they stay in the wall.
Yeah, so that is another place where animals can stay. So a mouse can stay inside your wall. And what else can we think of? Think of snakes. Where do snakes stay?
Snakes stay under the ground.
Yes, under the ground and in the trees. and worms.
Worms?
Yes.
Underground.
Yes, good. So those are places where they can stay. Good, well done. Okay, so let's see. So let's do number 1. What animals live in your neighborhood and where do they live? So what animals can you see around your house and where do they live?
I see the mice.
Mice. And where do they stay? Inside your?
Inside my house.
Okay, and do you see them run on the floor?
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I take like
A broom or a stick, and what do you want to try and kill them? You must be like Jackie Chan, and you must try and chop them with your hands. Okay, so let's see. Do you prefer a small cozy home or a large house? Would you like a big house or a small house for you to stay in?
I like a big house.
So this is a small cozy house, so you don't like this one. Do you like this one? Or is it too small?
Too small. I can't play in the small house.
Yeah, it's very small. And what about this one?
Yeah, a perfect house.
Yes, look at all this place you can play, and you can swim in this big pool. And there's a garden as well. So yeah, I would also like this house. Okay, let's carry on with this question. So let's quickly do some of the questions. So what is the main idea of the story? Can you know?
Main idea.
So what is the story about? Is it A, up high and underground are places animals like to call home? B, animals live in places that keep them safe and warm? Or C, underground homes are safe from dangerous animals? B, animals live in places that keep them safe and warm? Well done, yes, good job. Where do squirrels live? Remember?
They live in the holes.
They live in the holes inside the tree, yes, good, well done. Why do birds live in the tops of the trees? Why do they live high up in the air? Because
it's safe.
yes. High up, their eggs are safe from other animals. Good, well done. And then, what do rabbits make under the ground?
They make a holes.
Yes, rabbits make a large burrow under the ground. They make a burrow. A word burrow, that means the word burrow means it's a big hole that they make because the whole family, mom rabbit, dad rabbit, and sister rabbit, and brother rabbit, all of the rabbits stay together in one house. Okay, number 5. Which is not true about the animals? A, B, or C? Remember, the story said squirrel keeps nuts in the holes in trees. That is true. 2 or more rabbit families often live together, or bears dig homes much bigger than themselves. What is not true?
C.
Yes. And remember, what did the story say about the bear's house? Is it big or is it small?
Small.
Yes, well done. Okay, let's do the visual mapping. So, we are speaking about animal homes. So, up high, squirrels. Let's talk about the squirrels. They live in the holes in the trees, and then?
They keep nuts
Yes.
in the tree.
They stay warm inside with a bed and nuts to eat, yes. Then birds. What do birds do?
Birds, they live in the top in trees.
Yes, they make their nest in the top of the trees. And why? Because their eggs are safe from other animals. Now let's speak about underground. Rabbits. Say, what do rabbits do?
They
They-
dig a burrow.
They make a big burrow. Yes, well done. And often more than one rabbit family will live together, so there can be lots of rabbits in one hole. And then the bear. What does the bear do?
They make a small house under the ground.
Yes, they dig a cozy home just big enough for themselves, only for one bed, big enough. Okay, let's practice some chunk practice. So the first chunk is live in the holes in. So squirrels. What is squirrels? Is that a who or a what or a where?
Ooh,
Yes, so it's who. And then live in the holes, and then trees. Is that who or what?
where?
Where? Well done. So can you make a sentence for me with who live in the holes in where? Try and make a funny sentence.
Funny?
Yeah, you can make a funny sentence with a chunk.
Dragon live in the hole in the tree.
Okay. And then the other one was some birds live in the holes in tree trunks, and some other otters live in holes in the rock. Okay, then the next one is are safe from is the chunk. Underground homes, is that where or what or who?
Where?
Yes, well done. That is where. And then dangerous animals, what is that?
What?
Yes, well done. So you can see the examples here. Some banks are safe from thieves, and that's the chunk, are safe from. And then another example, our website is safe from viruses. So can you make a sentence with where are safe from what? Or you can even use a what. A where or what are safe from what?
Some.
You can also use a who if you want.
Oh, okay. My mom is safe from a dangerous virus.
Well done, yes, that's good. Okay, so now we've got two pictures, 1 and 2. And what is that? That is
Nice.
it's a mouse. If there's 2, it's a mice, but there's one mouse, there's another mouse. So we have to use walls in this sentence. So I think we have to use chunk number 1 for this sentence. So can you make a sentence with walls and mice or mouse with live in holes for this one?
Mice live in the hole of wall.
Let's see. Mice live in the holes in walls. Well done. Good job. And then we have to use lions, and we can see that is rabbits, and that is a big burrow. See, that's a big burrow, and that is, what is that? What is this? It's a,
Large burrow.
yes, and this is, what is that?
Can I see an example?
That is a lion. And then we have to use are safe from. So, what do you think is the answer for number 2? So, rabbits.
Rabbits are safe from lion.
The rabbit burrow is safe from dangerous lions. Well done. Yes, that is correct. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna have to listen and repeat. So I'm gonna play the story, and then you must try and remember what they say, and then let's see if you can remember.
Can you see that hole in the tree? There's a squirrel living there.
Really? How do you know?
I can see it going in and out all the time.
Oh, I see it now. It's really cute.
So that is the story. Okay, so what do you think they are saying in the first picture? Can you remember? What does the girl say?
Hey, there is the hole in the tree.
Can you see that hole in the tree? There's a squirrel living there. Great job, well done. And then what does the boy say?
How did you know that?
Well done. And then she says the squirrel goes
I see the squirrel goes in the house.
in and out. Yes, the squirrel. I can see the squirrel go in and out. I can see it going in and out. And then what does the boy say?
I don't know.
The boy says, "Oh, I see it now. It's really cute." So the boy can also see the squirrel. Okay, so let's see. It says here, can you make animals live in places that keep them safe and warm? So, what animal is this?
They're a squirrel.
Yes, and what is that? What are they eating?
They're eating nuts.
Yes, and number 2, what are these?
These are birds.
Birds, and what are they making here?
They're making a net.
Nest. Good. Ooh, and these are?
These are a big burrow.
Yes, and an animal. What animal is this?
They are rabbits.
Well done. And this is?
The bears.
Yes, and the bear is sleeping. Well done. Good job. So let's see, we've done that already. Story writing. We're not going to do writing now because it's impossible to do writing. So basically we've covered the whole lesson. So well done, Jackie. So basically the story today was for you to learn about animals like